and welcome to Shine Movement Space. Today we have a resistance Pilates routine using the Corefirst Level 2 bands. We will be moving intentionally and getting in touch with our inner strength. By activating our posture and abdominal muscles, we will create power throughout our entire core. Take a moment to get yourself set up, and let's get moving and shine together.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for some movement with the Corefirst system today. I'm so happy that you're here with me. Thanks for choosing to shine. Today we're going to get started kneeling, so if you would need to for your knees, I suggest either grabbing a cushion or I'm going to simply fold over my mat to give my knees a little extra comfort today. All right, so we're going to start kneeling, facing that anchor point. You're going to bring that core first into kind of a V shape. And trying to stack your spine nice and tall to start. Just give those bands just a little bit of a tension and a little bit of a pull, not too much. I'm not even putting my hands inside right now. And then I'm going to tip my head, kind of making some half circles here. Really just letting my neck loosen, letting that feel nice. Letting the band help to increase that stretch with that slight pull on the band. Good, and then come on to center here. Take your shoulders, roll the shoulder blades up and back. Whew. Chest is open, heart is open. You are trying to look forward. I'm nice and tall through my spine. I'm starting now to think of where my pelvis is. Is it out behind me? Is it tucked under? We're going to try to keep it nice and neutral just for this right here. Few more. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Nice. Now bring that feet a little bit wider here. We're just going to take our abdominals, inhale, and then exhale. Activate them, pulling them towards our spine, feeling that activation, maybe adding just a little bit more of a pull on that band. So we inhale to relax. Exhale, abdominals draw towards the spine. We think of the entire abdominal while flattening. We're trying not to squeeze our bum, just focusing on our abdominals. Your bum, your core, your back, it's all gonna work to keep you stable, but we're just focusing on firing up those abs right now. Exhale. Good. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Good, do you feel that stability there? Feel that power, feel that strength that you created. Good. Hold it for a few moments more. Feeling it. You can still breathe even if your abdominals are engaged. One more breath. And release. Good, we're gonna kind of use that stability there, and we're gonna take one foot and we're putting it in front of us. So our knee is bent at a 90-degree angle here. I want you to make sure your ankle is right underneath that knee. We're gonna take both of those straps and hold it onto one side, so opposite side of the knee. Both arms are gonna kind of grab here, and then I want you to take your pelvis. I want you to exhale, lifting up through your lower abs, tilt that pelvis forward. Ooh, this should feel really nice on this hip flexor. We're giving that a little stretch to start because we're gonna be using it later. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now we're going to bring that hip back to neutral. So if you can see that, I just untucked my pelvis there. We're going to take our one arm and we're going to hold it in that opposite arm that's opposite the knee, opposite side of the knee. Does that make sense? Holding it here, we're gonna bring our other arm forward. We're opening our spine, rotating back, and then bringing it forward. This arm has a little bit of tension, so I'm feeling that stability that that band's providing. Opening, exhale, closing. Opening. As I open, my abdominals draw towards the spine. Opening and closing. Trying to keep those hips nice and still. So I'm not opening here, I'm not wobbling on my bottom half, staying nice and sturdy here. Opening and closing. Warming up that spine. Good, and now on this one, we're taking our arm up and back, and then closing it forward. Up and back, close it forward. Let's do 2 more of those. Up and back, and close. This band is helping you stabilize. We're pressing down through that front foot to help us stabilize. Good. From here, we're gonna grab both bands again. We're shifting our hips backwards, front leg straightens. Little bit of a hamstring stretch here. So I'm taking my torso here, my bum's untucked. I'm just hinging with my torso, foot is flexed in the front. And then I'm gonna come up, give it a little break. So my foot is now further in front of my knee. And then I hinge and straighten that leg and come on up. Hinge and straighten. And come on up, let's do 1 more, we're holding it here. Hinge and straighten and breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, inhale. So you're finding the stability with this band, letting it help you hold you up, help hold you up. Inhale and exhale. 1 more, inhale and exhale. Good. Come on up, bend that front knee again. You're gonna take that band, separate it, holding, giving a slight pull on that band. Let it help you stabilize as you come back to center here. Few little spine curls here. We're gonna inhale, exhale, tuck your chin, curl your spine, and then stack it back up tall center. Exhale, curl to tuck. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, stack it nice and tall, heart open, and exhale. And inhale, heart open. Good, we're switching to the other side now. So we're putting the opposite knee in front. I'm bringing that band to the other side of the knee. And then I'm going to tuck my pelvis under. So my pelvis is tipping, my lower abdominals are lifting to tip my pelvis. I'm shifting forward just slightly and stretching my hip flexor on the other side now. This is so great if you sit all day for work. It's also a great warm up to some of the things we're going to do later on the floor with our feet in the strap. Breathing here. And 1 more breath. Good, pelvis comes back to neutral. We grab the bands in the opposite arm, and then the same, what am I doing here? Yes. We grab the band in the opposite arm, and then same arm as leg comes forward. We're rotating open, and then close. We rotate open, and then close. So my chest is open, my shoulder is down, it's not crowding my ear, neck is nice and long. And we rotate open, and close, and open, and close, and rotating. So I'm rotating just the upper part of my spine, and exhale, and inhale. Good, we're taking that arm in a circle now, opening and closing. I actually want to have you reverse that breath I just said. So I want you to inhale to circle, exhale, abdominals engaged to close. Inhale, exhale, Let's do one more. And exhale. Good. Nice. We're grabbing that band with both hands again. We kind of scoot that front foot forward so that we can straighten it, hinging our torso forward. And then as soon as we're there, as soon as we start to feel it, we're bringing our torso back up straight. And then we hinge it forward again. Bring it back up straight. Hinge it forward on the diagonal. Really making sure that bum is untucked so we feel that hamstring stretch. And then we hinge and we stay and breathe here. Let that band stabilize you. Let it help you stay upright. Trying to think of this hip shifting backwards in space so that it's not hiked. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come on, upright. You did great. Let's go back to kneeling. Let's do a few just shoulder rolls again. And then we're going to flip ourselves around and face away from the anchor. We're going to be seated in a cross-legged position. And this is another time, if you need a little extra cushion, you can always fold that mat. I'm gonna do that right now, just for now. Good, okay. So, I'm seated, cross-legged. I'm gonna just put the band, slipping my hands through the handles here. You can put it on your wrist. It is really your choice, whatever feels good on your body. But I want you to make sure that when your hands are above your head, you're gonna feel a slight tension. Yep? So I just need to adjust slightly here. Takes a minute with the bands to get yourself situated. Okay, so I'm seated here cross-legged. The band has a little bit of tension as it's just in front of my head here when my arms are extended. So if you feel tension and your arms are back here, try scooting closer to that anchor because we want you to be able to get your arms in front of you for this move. Okay, so we're going to start here, making sure our rib cage is closed. So if it's popped open in the front, exhale, draw those ribs down and back, abdominals towards your spine. We open our arms and close them forward. So we're just circling here a few times. Open to the side and forward. You can take a minute to kind of get adjusted as you do this. So we want to find a little tension, but we don't want it to be too much that we can't keep the movement controlled. Heart is open, feeling strong, feeling nice and lengthened through your spine as we circle our arms. And one more. Our arms are going to stay in front of us now. This palm is going to stay pressing forward, so your back palm, front arm bends, and then we exhale, press it forward. We bend and rotate, exhale, press. And rotate and press. Rotate and press. Rotate and press. Good, I'm bending my elbow. I'm trying to keep it parallel to the floor. This arm is my strength here. It's my stabilization. Good. 4 more. Chest open. And 2 more. And 1 more. Good, that arm stays forward. We open slightly and close center. Slightly open and close center. I don't want you to open all the way back here. I don't want that rib cage to pop open. We're still kind of keeping a little bit of tension on that band. Good, nice and tall. Just holding those arms out with that band is working it all. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, And one other side. This arm becomes a stabilization. We rotate, bend your elbow, look over that shoulder, press it forward. Woo! Bend it and press it. Harder on this side. Bend it and press it because we already worked that other arm. Rotate, elbow stays parallel to the floor, so I'm not dropping it down here. Thinking open and press and open and press. Whew. I am feeling it. How about you? Open and press, open and press. A few more. Let's go. 4, 3, heart open, and 1. Good. Arm opens to the side and center, side and center, side and center. Good. Keep going. Spine is tall. Lifting through your torso. Shoulders are out of your ears. We are nice and focused. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Turn your palms to face away from you, making a little bit of a diamond shape. Band is kind of over those arms. Air push-ups here. Bending and straightening. Bending and straightening. I need to pull away just slightly from the anchor. Whew. Bend and straighten. As we bend, we inhale, exhale, engage and straighten. Abdominals pull towards your spine as your arms press away from you. Few more. I know it can be awkward with those bands a little bit, but just try to take the time, find that position that works for you. We have 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good. Bend those arms in. Roll those shoulders down and back. Whew, my arms are feeling it now. And I want you to take your legs right now, straighten them out, kind of stretch them side to side. I know sometimes we can hold tension in that exercise in our hip flexors. So take a moment and stretch them out. And then we are laying down on the mat. One foot is going in the straps. So take a moment and adjust yourself. Okay, I'm on the mat. I have my foot in the strap. You can also put it on your ankle, whatever feels better for you. This just reminds me a little more of the reformer at home. And then I'm gonna have you flatten your pelvis against the mat and straighten or semi-straighten that bottom leg here. We're gonna do some leg circles to warm up. So arms are going to come to the side. We're going to cross our center line and then open it around. So this is the time when you can kind of adjust the tension on that strap by moving closer or further away from the anchor. So what I want you to do is try to keep that pelvis nice and still. Think of circling that leg from that hip socket so we're not rotating and moving our pelvis. And we're also trying to flatten our abs down, grounding through the mat so that we're not hiked up away from the mat with our mid back. And so that our bum is not being pulled up by the strap. So make sure that you have tension that you can control. And then we're gonna reverse that circle here. Crossing it the other direction, opening side and crossing it over. Take this moment and just kind of ground yourself now. Let that hamstring get a little stretch. Good. 4 more. Exhaling, abdominals flatten. 3 more. You can take your hands to your stomach and just kind of feel that activation. And last one. Good. Bring that leg up. Take a moment and stretch that hamstring if it needs a little bit more love, because it's going to work for us now. Breathing in and out. Good. And then bend that opposite knee, ground your pelvis into the mat. And we're going to start pressing that leg down, nice and parallel and up. So press down and up and down and up. Ground yourself here. Make sure you're in a position you can maintain the stability because we're adding on to this. Good. On the next one, I want you to engage those lower abdominals and lift that opposite leg up into a tabletop or 90-90 position. So we're up here now with that leg. Grounding your pelvis down. Pressing down. Abdominals engage to help with that press. Good. Arms are going to float behind our neck to support our head. And then as that leg presses down, we add head, neck, and shoulder lift if you would like. Good. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Hope my microphone's okay. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Good. Next element, if you'd like to add on here, is an opposite tap of the toes on that bent knee. So as that leg comes up, the opposite leg goes down. Kind of doing a scissor, if you will. As that head lifts, think of flattening those lower abdominals, scooping them towards your spine. You have the option to keep the head, neck, and shoulders up as well. That is totally up to you. Good. We're going to start adding an oblique curl. So as that knee comes up, we curl across and then flatten. So we're curling towards that bent knee. You might have to watch out for your strap. So another option we can do is reach towards that knee with our arm. I'm actually kind of reaching towards that shin, the inside of that leg. And because my elbow's always running into that strap. So we improvise, right? Few more here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Come to center, hold it there. Bring that leg down, we do little switches. Little exhales. Switching in the center now. You can also keep your head down on the mat, that's totally fine. Trying to keep those legs even, keeping them nice and controlled. fighting the resistance, so not letting that strap pull that opposite leg faster than the other one. That makes sense? Few more. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lower your head down, set that knee down. Good job. You're gonna take that extended leg. We're gonna stretch it across to our center line. Opposite leg can extend a little bit if that feels nice. Whew, stretching that leg out, breathe. We worked it hard. Good, come on back to center with that leg. Bend that opposite knee. Bring it across. You can kind of rotate here. All right, guess what? We are switching sides, and I like to switch bands for this, so I'm gonna lay this one down and then grab this one so that it's a kind of an even pull from the anchor, if that makes sense. Good. So we start here with leg circles, kind of moving through this a little faster since we know what we're doing. So we're crossing that leg across, bring it down and around. Arms can come to the side to help you stabilize. So you can press down through the backs of your arms, through the floor to also have a wider base and kind of stabilize yourself. So we're learning to find strength through all parts of our body to help support the parts that are moving and working. Does that make sense? I hope that this is helpful for that. And across, down and around. If this knee is slightly bent, that's also fine. Whatever is comfortable today, we're just concentrating on keeping our pelvis grounded. Let's do one more. And then we're gonna go opposite direction. So those lower abdominals are really the whole abdominal wall is kind of turning on as your leg swings down and around. Thinking of moving from that hip socket. And hey, take a minute and smile. Look what you're doing for yourself today. This is awesome. And you deserve a congratulations just for giving yourself this movement today. Good, last one. Bring it back up center. You can grab that strap and stretch that hamstring. You know what it's about to do, so give it some love. Bending and stretching if you need to. One more deep breath. Good, now bottom leg bends. Here we go, ground that pelvis, engage those abdominals towards that spine and press that foot down and up. So we're working our hamstrings, we're working our abdominals, our entire core is stabilizing us, even our glute on that opposite foot is helping us stabilize. It's total body here, which is what I love. Feeling like the reformer machine at home. A few more like this. And let's go for 4 and 3 and 2. Next move, bottom knee comes up to 90. So we press and we press. So as you notice, my opposite knee
is not a bent up here, there's space. So I'm thinking knee over my hip. Yeah, this might not be a total 90-degree angle, but I'm really just trying to think knee over that bottom hip. Pressing down. And down. Good. So options coming to add that head, neck, and shoulder lift. So we're going to let our arms float behind our neck. Again, I'm going to hope my microphone is okay on these crunches here. And now as that leg presses down, we lift head, neck, and shoulders. Exhaling on the press. And up. And press. And up. Awesome job today. Some of the movements are nice and slow and controlled, but that doesn't mean we aren't working. And instead of it feeling like work, let's just think of it turning on our bodies, us getting in touch, turning on our bodies. That could be a different meaning, but getting in touch with our bodies. Oh, I'm failing right now. With my words anyway. Good, let's add the opposite tap of the toes as that leg comes up. Let me try again. And what I'm trying to say is that we are just starting to feel more connected to ourselves and learning how to find our muscles that give us strength from the inside out, those inner stability muscles. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, a few more. Good, we're gonna add that oblique crunch on the next one. So as that knee comes up, we crunch across. If this hip flexor is starting to hurt, I want you to lengthen your leg. We can also make it straight or just a longer angle. It's going to help take the pressure off of that hip flexor. And then of course, think of really engaging and scooping those abdominals. A few more here. Feeling those obliques. Reaching up and over and across. Let's do two more. One more. Good, stay up center, arms come behind your head, switches in the center. To finish it off for this exercise anyway. Switching. You're gonna have your palms reach forward if that feels nice. My neck needs a little extra support today. So I'm staying here. Good. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Good. Let that leg come up. Let it cross over your center line. Breathe here. Sink heavy into the mat. Give that leg some love. And then bring it center. Give that hamstring a little love. Crossing that
ankle over that bottom knee. You can sway side to side here. And then we have one more little section, guys, of our feet in the straps. And this time we're gonna put both feet in. Good, so ground your pelvis. Let's get that other strap again. Slowly put on that opposite foot. Heels are together, toes are apart. We're in a little diamond shape. We're pressing our legs along on the diagonal and bringing them in. Good, stabilize yourself. Take a moment to feel the connection of your inner thighs as your legs press long. It's like they're zipping up. That's what I think about. Inner thighs kind of zip up and lift. Abdominals lift as our legs straighten. Lift and flatten, I should say. A few more. If you want a little bit more abdominal work, you always have the option to lift head, neck, and shoulders. You can lift and lower. You can also choose to stay up without lowering your head in between. Good. Good, we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leave them out there. Leave your head up if it is. Little crosses. Heart reaches forward. Switch, 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 switch. Legs are turned out from the hips still. So my heels are facing inward. Heart is nice and open. I'm thinking nice and long. If your neck hurts, give it a little help and support here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Roll down to the mat. You did it. Let's stretch just a little bit before we're done because our legs are gonna need it. I want you to keep that turnout position here. Bend your knees, open them to the side, kind of a happy baby pose, almost like in yoga. Letting your knees bend. Your arms can grab those straps and help that stretch. And then I want you to think at the same time, if you can, try to get that pelvis to feel the mat. So you may have tipped up like this. We're trying to keep that pelvis flat on the mat as you stretch, if that's doable for you. If not, just kind of work your way to feeling that. Good. You can also straighten your knees or straighten them a little more in that second position here. Breathing, you did it. Awesome workout for the legs today. Of course, for our abdominals, everything. Good, close your eyes if that feels good. You find what your body needs today. One more big breath in. Good. Bend your knees now. Take those straps off of your feet. Keep them in your hands. We're gonna separate them behind us. We're just grabbing on. I want you to just feel a slight little pull on the straps and then let your knees sway side to side. This time we can let that hip pop off the floor. Get that hip flexor a nice stretch there. They worked really hard for us today. I know that's not easy, all of those bend and stretches. Good. You can take a moment on the next one. Let your knees kind of lay on top of each other. Find a little bit of a spinal twist. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale. And then let's rotate to the other side, spinal twist. Knees stacked on top of each other. Chest stays open. With your exhale, really think of relaxing into the mat, letting go of that tension, melting into the mat. Good, and then I want you to slowly bring that back arm. You can let go of the strap, bring that back arm forward, press yourself up to the side. Oh, you did it, good job. Roll those shoulders up, down, and back. Whew. A few times, and then bring those arms to the side. Scoop in all that good energy you just found. Bring your hands to your heart. Feel your heart beating. Close your eyes. Thank you for choosing to move with me today. Thank you for doing something that benefits yourself, takes care of your body. I hope you take that energy we created and shine it out to the world for the rest of your day. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Sincere thanks to you, my friend, for being an important part of the beginning of this channel. Every view, thumbs up, subscribe, and encouraging comment increases connection and really does help this space to grow. Please consider following if you haven't already. I appreciate your support and I hope you'll join me again.